Hydrogel face masks keep taking over TikTok feeds, and a new 2026 study put the viral skincare trend to the test on sensitive and allergy-prone skin. Here's what researchers found about whether the mask lives up to the hype. What does the new hydrogel mask study reveal about sensitive skin? The 6-week study found that repeated use of a hydrogel mask improved skin hydration and firmness in people with sensitive skin, without triggering irritation. Researchers also reported no measurable changes to the skin barrier, sebum levels, or pH after regular use. The investigation followed 15 adult volunteers, 12 women and 3 men aged 33 to 55, all with self-reported sensitive or allergy-prone skin. Participants applied the mask 3 times per week for 20 minutes over 6 weeks, according to the study. Measurements taken at baseline and after 2, 4, and 6 weeks tracked hydration, transepidermal water loss, mechanical properties, and sebum. The authors concluded that repeated use produced cumulative improvement in hydration rather than a lasting effect from a single application, though they said larger controlled trials are still needed to confirm efficacy. Is the hydrogel mask safe for people with allergy-prone skin? Yes, the hydrogel mask was well tolerated by every participant in the patch test, including those with sensitive and allergy-prone skin. No signs of irritation or sensitization were observed at any evaluated time point. Researchers enrolled 30 healthy volunteers aged 18 to 75 for the safety evaluation, which followed the Declaration of Helsinki and standard dermatological testing guidelines, according to the study. Test patches sat on the upper back under occlusive conditions for 48 hours, and a dermatologist assessed reactions immediately after removal, and again 24 and 72 hours later. All test sites were classified as negative on the dermatological scoring scale. The authors said this tolerability matters most for sensitive skin, which affects an estimated 40 to 60% of the population and is associated with increased transepidermal water loss and heightened neurosensory responses. How often should you use a hydrogel mask to see results? Participants in the study followed a regimen of 3 20-minute sessions each week across a 6-week period. Researchers instructed volunteers to apply it to cleansed facial skin and to keep their normal skincare routine without adding new products. Measurable improvements in hydration and firmness showed up during this regimen, according to the study. A separate short pilot with 2 volunteers examined what happens after one 30-minute application, tracking skin parameters for up to 3.5 hours afterward. Those results showed transient shifts in hydration, transepidermal water loss, sebum level, and skin color, consistent with temporary effects during and after wear. The authors said cumulative benefits appear to come from repeated use rather than one-off application, and they cautioned that findings from the small sample should be treated as exploratory. What ingredients are in the hydrogel mask? Tested by researchers? The tested hydrogel is built on 3 hydrophilic polymers, polyvinyl pyrrolidone PVP, PEG 400, and agar, combined with hyaluronic acid, ectoine, allantoine, and tocopherol as active compounds. The mask is produced using radiation-induced cross-linking, a technique originally developed for medical wound dressings. The method, known as Rosiak's method, uses ionizing radiation to form a 3-dimensional polymer network in water, according to the study. Researchers said the process also reduces bioburden to virtually 0 colony-forming units without added chemical crosslinkers. They highlighted the formulation's minimal composition as an advantage over many commercial cosmetics, which often contain stabilizers, emulsifiers, preservatives, and fragrances that can trigger reactions. Larger clinical trials are needed to confirm long-term safety and efficacy for sensitive and allergy-prone skin, the authors wrote.